Hello everyone. We are come up with the retirement sum which comes in a board. This sum is came even before the 30 years, that is 1990, but this sum is again renovated in 2010. In the same sum come twice in the same board. This is the modified in October 1990 sum. Same sum came for the two times. So we are going to solve this sum. In this particular sum, the balance sheet of Gullabrao, Gajanan and Govinda were partners sharing profits in the proportion of their capital stood as under on 31st March 2010. Now they had a capital, creditors, liabilities and assets. Now we will mark the adjustments. Gajanan retires and the following adjustments in assets and liabilities have been agreed upon. That out of the amount of insurance premium which was debited entirely to profit and loss account, 1500 to be carried forward as unexpired. The insurance, as it is not given in this sum, so we need to create this adjustment. Provide for doubtful debt brought up to 5% on debtors. Then debtors adjustment. Building to be appreciated by 20%. Building. Provision of 4000 to be made respect on the outstanding bills for repairs. Even this adjustment item is not given. We are going to make this, that is we are going to create this adjustment. Goodwill of the entire firm is fixed at 21,600 and Gajanan shares in the same to be adjusted into capital accounts of Gullabrao and Govinda, who were sharing the future profits in the 3/4 and 1/4. Prepare capital accounts of all partner balance sheet and the retirements of Gajanan, assuming that the amount of Gajanan is transferred to his loan account after paying him 4,000 in cash. Now we are going to post the sum as the same. As I already drawn the sum, just like we drawn the admission and even two sum before of the retirement. Now we will start the sum. First of all, we are going to write the assets, that is cash. Cash is 11,000. Now we are making the cash account, so instead of writing there, I am write cash account over here. If you don't want to make this account, you can write cash in the inner column and make all adjustment of cash over here. And debtors 10,000. Always remember, write debtors amount which is given in the inner column and not deducted amount of RDD. So always write the inner columns amount. RDD is no longer necessary for posting. Leave one line for adjustment. Next is stock. Stock doesn't have any adjustment, so 16,000. Then next, machinery 17,000. Even machinery don't have any adjustment, so 17,000. And next is building is 50,000. So we are finished with the assets. Now we are going to post the liabilities. First is creditors. I just forgot to write the name. Gullabrao and Govinda. Why I am not writing the Gajanan? Because he is retiring, so he is not going to continue in the next sum, that is the next financial year, so I am not writing the name of him. First is creditors. Creditors itself don't have any adjustment, so 13,800. This is 13,000. Next is capital accounts. So for capital account, Gullabrao, Gajanan and Govinda, 45, 30 and 15. 45,000, 30,000 and 15,000. Now in this sum they had not given the ratio. They told us that they are sharing profit and losses in their proportion. So I always told you to remove all the zero. If you remove zero, you will find a very big ratio, that is 45 is to 30 is to 15. So you can make it smaller by 15 ones are 1, 15 twos are 30, 15 threes are 45. So this ratio will become 3 is to 2 is to 1 to 6. Now we will solve the adjustments. Gajanan retires and the following adjustments of assets and liabilities have been agreed upon. That out of the amount of insurance premium which was debited entirely to profit and loss account, 1500 carried forward as unexpired. Now this 1500 carried as unexpired. Unexpired means what? This insurance is paid before the time. As simple, if I tell you this insurance is what? Prepaid. So always remember the amount which is paid before the time or which is already paid and then services is gathered, this is known as a prepaid. Then prepaid expenses always comes on the asset side. Leave one line for building, right? Prepaid, or instead you can write the word unexpired as the given. Unexpired prepaid insurance amount is 1500. My assets is increased, so whenever assets increase it is profit for us. So we will write over here, this is the revaluation account, same as a profit and loss adjustment account. Credit side is for profit, debit side is for loss. So by prepaid insurance, instead of writing prepaid you can write unexpired 1500. Now the second adjustment, provision for doubtful debt to be brought up to 5% on debtors. So 5% on debtors. Here is our debtors. This is provision for doubtful debts, means as simple, this is the RDD. So we will write 5% new RDD. Little I don't have a space. New RDD of 10,000, remove 1 0, you will get 10% as 1,000. For 5% make it half, so it is 500 minus it from the given amount, that is 9,500. Then in this sum you had the old RDD in the divide, which was 200. So if you remember the final accounts formula, that is bad debt plus new bad debt plus new RDD minus old RDD. So this is the new RDD 500 and this is the old RDD 200. You can minus both, and which number is bigger you will write the name as it is given. So 500 minus 200, RDD will be 300. So new RDD will remain as 300. RDD is the money which is not going to come in the coming future, so we are expecting it as a loss. So 300 loss, new RDD loss. Next, building for appreciation, building to be appreciated by 20%. Now building will going to appreciate, you always remember the name depreciation. Appreciation means increasing the amount of any assets. So 20% appreciation, 50,000. If you want to 10%, remove 1 0, 5,000, make it double. So you will get 10,000 as a 20%. After adding 20%, you will receive 60,000. So again my assets increased by 10,000. So it is profit for me. I am going to write by building in bracket appreciation amount will be 10,000. Now the next, provide 4,000 to be made in the respect of outstanding bill for repairs. Now again they had given what, they want to make the provision for outstanding bills, even means there are some such bills which is not paid, so they want to keep 4,000 aside for the same thing. Now this 4,000 kept aside for paying these bills, so this 4,000 will become for a liability for us. So we are going to post this item on the liability side, as it is given what, they were given us the provisions of outstanding bills for repairs. Provisions for outstanding bills of repairs. If you had a doubt, should I need to write all this? Yes, you need to write all this, because these all wordings are necessary. The amount is 4,000, my liability increased, so it will be loss for me. I need to pay 4,000 whenever it incurred, so it is not mine, so it will be loss or expenses for me. So I am going to post it on the debit side as the same given, or you can little bit make it short as provision for bills repair. Amount will be 4,000. Provisions for bill repairs. Outstanding I didn't write in this stanza. You can write at this side, and the liability you can, if you don't write here it is okay, but still you need to write it. The last, goodwill of the entire firm is fixed at 21,600. Gajanan's share in the goodwill is to be adjusted in the account of Gulab Rao and Govinda, who are going to be share in the future proportion of 3:4 and 1:4. I will make the working note here. And they told us what? Working note. Now they told us what? The entire firm's goodwill, entire goodwill is 21,600. Now their ratio is 3:2:1. This is the old ratio of 3 of hardness. We need to divide it by 6. If you don't have skills, you can divide like this way, just like a child do. So 6 3 the 18, then it is remaining 3, 36, 6 6 the 36, 0, then again 1 0 2 0. So one ratio is 3,600. Now 3,600 into, sorry, this is the only ratio we needed, because no, Gajanan is second partner, so Gajanan's ratio is 2. So 3,200, sorry, 3,600 into 2, so make it double. 3,000's double 6,000, 600's double 1,200, so amount will be 7,200 answer amount. Now this amount is going to be contributed by the remaining partners who are remaining in this sum or in business, which was 3/4 and 1/4, means they are going to contribute this particular goodwill by their old ratio, that is 3:1. So 7,200 needs to be divided by 4. 7,400 divided by 4, 4 1 the 1, this is 4 3 2. Make the count of table. 5 the 20, 4 6 the 24, 8 the 32, 0 0 0 0. So 1,800 is one part, 1800 into 3, so 3000, 8 is a 24, then 5400 will be given by first partner, and 1800 will be given by second partner. Like this way, 5400 plus 1800 is equal to 7200. Now we are going to write all these three amounts in this sum, that is 7200. We are giving what? The goodwill, so we will write by goodwill. Now this particular goodwill is only given to the Gajanan because he is lefting this sum, means lefting this business, he is retiring from business. There are many reasons. 2. Now this goodwill is given to Gajanan, but this goodwill is given by these two partner. He is receiving the goodwill and they are paying it. So 2 goodwill in bracket return off by the amount as we calculated, 5400, 1800, 5400 first partner, 1800 second partner. 3:4, 1:4, 26,000, 21,600. Now the last line, prepare capital accounts of all partners of Gajanan, assuming that the amount due to Gajanan is transferred to his loan account after paying him 4,000 in cash. Now we need to pay 4,000 to Gajanan in cash. So whenever cash comes in, it is debited. Whenever cash goes out, it is credited. So by Gajanan's capital account, amount they are paying to Gajanan is 4,000. In this particular account, that is cash account, it is credited. So in their account, it will be debited to cash account. This amount is only going to pay to Gajanan. So make the dash for the rest of 2. Finish. Now we are totaling the sum. I think this side is bigger. This is 11,500. 11,500. Now this side is 4,300. So minus it from 11,500. After minusing, I guess we will receive 7,200 as the profit. Actually, this is profit, or you can say anything to this. This is called basically a revaluation profit. Two partners capital account. This profit is need to be divided into all three partners, that is Gulab Rao, Gajanan and Govinda. Now they had a ratio of 6, so we need to divide by 6. 6 1 the 6, 1 2 6 2 the 12, 0 0. 1,200 is one part, so it will be given to Govinda. 2 parts, 12 2 the 24, 12 3 the 36, 3,600. Now this profit in particular account came in debit side. We will transfer it to credit side by writing the name of account, that is the revaluation account, in bracket profit. It is not necessary to write profit, but I am writing for your reference. 3,600, 2,400 and 1,200. Now first of all, we are going to make the total of Gajanan because he is lefting the business. 30,000, 37, 39, 39,600, 39,600, 39,600. Now after deducting 4,000 as already paid to Gajanan, so remaining balance after 39, that will be 35,600, because 4,000 is already paid. This amount is going to transfer to his loan account, as they already said us, transfer to his loan account. His loan in sense Gajanan's loan account. Make the dash for 2. 35,600. In this particular account it is debited, in this account it will be credited by Gajanan's capital account. 35,600. Make the total 35,600. 35,600. 35,600 right here. 2 balance carried down. Now in this particular loan account it is debited, so it will be credited next account. There is no such credit, but liabilities are always credit. So Gajanan's loan account 35,600. Now remaining 2 partners and cash account total is there. Cash account 11,000, 4,000 paid, so amount remained 7,000. Here credit, here debit. Assets are always debit, so 7,000. 15, 16, 16,200. 45 plus 3, 48,600. 48,600. 16,200. Now we are going to minus the total which is they had contributed for goodwill, that is 1,800. 200. 14,400 for this, and the 48,600 minus 5,000, 53, 43,200. 43,200. So in here it is debited, the next account it will be credited. There is no credit, but liabilities are always credit. So 43,200, 14,400, 40, 50, 57, 600. Now make the total of the sum. 50, 60, 60 plus 30, 90. If you don't remember, you can write it in the sum such side. 90,000. 90,000. Then 5,000. Then 7, 3, 10. 10, 14. 14 plus 5, 19. So again 19. After that 600, 800, 1,400. 1,400 plus 600, that is 2,000. 1 lakh. 1,11,000. Total is 1,11,000. 1,11,000. This is our sum.